My computer is still broken. I recorded this video in the 1 week that it was not broken. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I really suggest that you go check out this video that I made. It's an update video. You should do that if you're confused. But yeah, I'm on my old PC right now, so videos are not really back to normal yet, but stick with me. Someday they will be. Anyway, let's go on with this video. Hello guys, Oscar here, and welcome back to another episode of Skar's Vanilla Survival, where today we'll be working on a second tower to house my storage system, among some other things. Oh, you also might have noticed I actually got a new mic in that time. I was wanting to get one for a while, and it's the something or other model number name something. I can't remember what it is. You'll probably see a photo of it on screen, and it sounds pretty good. It'll sound a lot better in a few weeks when I get sound foam up and stuff like that. But yeah, I no longer have that gritty kind of mic from before, so this should sound a lot nicer. Hopefully it's better on your ears, and yeah. Anyway, I'm over here because I wanted to show you guys some of the work I've been doing. This first thing is the way to the Nether roof, I should say. You can see right here, there's our gold farm. Still need to turn fog off. I'm still working on settings and stuff because I really just set up my PC today after it had been wiped. So yeah, so that's one thing I was working on. I did that after last episode, and I remember I think I left you guys with this being started. I've since worked on this. This is actually really recent. This is like a few minutes ago. I finished this, and I think it looks pretty good. This is the Guardian farm, if you can remember that. And that's as far as I've gotten on the Nether hub. It sounds pretty good. And then that's about it from what I've been doing in between episodes, because like I said, I was really not that active, and yeah, here's where we were working last time. But yeah, so now we're back here. This is the Mega Base, if you remember that. And well, it's to the portal tower of the Nether base. And I think we should get started on a second tower. How does that sound? I would lie to you and say that I was going to get started working on it, but I actually did it before my PC crapped out, so you can see it over there. But yeah, so here's me building it from like a month and a half ago. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that time lapse. It's been 2 seconds for me. Hopefully it's like 30 seconds or so for you. But this is the inside here. This is what it looks like. It's a lot more narrow than the other one, but that's sort of what I wanted. And I think I want to, I can't remember what I did. I did a little bit of testing in creative, but that world has since been deleted. I barely made the backups for this world, by the way. This was like very narrow, close call. Like my PC kind of messed up, and then it like restarted one time successfully, and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. So I made a bunch of backups, and then it totally lost it. So I'm glad I did. Otherwise, this world would probably be a backup from like several weeks prior. But yeah, so this is sort of what I was thinking for chests. I'm still working it out, but there's going to be 4 sections and some way for items to come up through here and sort, and we're still working it all out. But this is what it looks like now. I am very proud of it, and it took a lot of effort and a lot of blackstone. I think we have a little bit more. Yeah, we do. But yeah, that's this tower, and now we can work on some other projects. All right, I was watching back that clip, and I believe this is in order. Yeah, like I said, I'm still working on settings. I actually have my mouse calibrated to be super duper sensitive. It's the kind that you can actually customize just on the actual mouse, like firmware. So I have it set really sensitive because I like to be able to move around browser tabs and stuff really quickly. But when you're gaming and you're shooting around like this, it's not as good. So I think lowering my sensitivity on Minecraft is definitely a positive there. And to start this video, or not to start really, we've been at it for a while. But to continue work, I think I want to finish more of this Nether hub. We started finishing this out last episode, but I think I want to finally get some more work done. We got this whole hallway there and this hole here, but we haven't gotten anywhere near the end over here, and that's where I want to go next. It's kind of a long tunnel, but hopefully we can pull at least a lot of it off. This is the portal to the end portal, like the stronghold there. I can't fly, but you can see it there. And I want to just get started on this. It'll probably be another third-person time-lapse, but it should be a lot of fun. So here we have it, some leftover materials. We didn't make it all the way to the end. I was trying to get it all the way to the portal over there, but we're about I think, yeah, we're about 2/3 of the way through. That's a little bit dangerous. Can I get through? Nah, wait. There. Yep, we're right there. That's the portal. So we're pretty close. Not all the way there, but it looks pretty good. It's exactly the same as everything else that we've done. It's just extended out. I like it though. It looks cool. Now for this next part of the episode, we're actually in a pretty familiar place. You guys probably recognize this. This is my redstone testing world, and there's all kinds of contraptions, some that work, some that don't. And we're going to make one that works today. This will be related to the storage system tower that we built a little bit ago. Yeah, that was weird. I said a little bit earlier and a little bit ago at the same time. You guys know what I mean. The storage system tower. We're going to be doing a little bit of work on something that's going to be there. And yeah, for some reason my chunks are having a little bit of a hard time loading in. Maybe I should restart my computer. But either way, I'm going to get building, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing as I go. Alright, so this probably looks a little bit weird, right? Well, it'll make sense. The whole idea behind this is that I'll be able to select a whole, like I'll go to one of these panels, say maybe the stone one, or a wood one, or a dirt one, or whatever it is, and I'll hit a button, and a shulker box full of that material will appear here. Now this is just a mock-up, this isn't going to function at all, but either way I can then grab that shulker box and put it into a storage system, build with it, whatever. Just get a whole shulker box of the resource, and this will be stuff like wood or stone, something I'll have in mass amounts. And then I'll get a whole shulker box of that, and then if I want to, if I want to return it, I can just throw it in the hopper, or I can throw it maybe into a mutual hopper and it sorts it out. I'm not totally sure yet, but either way I want to be able to select a resource and get big amounts of it really fast. So maybe, I don't know, let's say I want 3 shulker boxes of stone. Well, here we go. Let's see if I can find a button. Nope. I had to recalibrate all of these, so it's kind of weird. But I can say oh yeah, I want some stone. So I hit a button and then it comes in and I grab it or whatever. I don't know. It's just a mock-up, but that's sort of what I'm trying to build here, and I think it should work really, really cool with the storage system. Alright, here's my little mock-up. It took me a lot longer than I would like to admit, but basically, when you hit this button, it'll switch this T flip-flop to on. And what that on means is it'll tell us that the system has received our request, and that something's on the way. And while it does that at the same time, this little line back over, where is it? Right here, that'll go through here and trigger this, which goes down here, and we'll fire this dispenser. Pretend that these are shulker boxes. They're obviously not, but pretend they are. And then, anyway, the shulker box travels up here. Pretend this is like the base of the tower. It'll be a lot longer. Goes up through here, into this hopper, and into here. Which then, because of this little auto dropper circuit, it'll then dispense that, and also get picked up by this. So as soon as it knows that it's dispensed something, it'll shoot over here, and then basically send another pulse through this little thing here. And what that does is it fires the T flip-flop again, so that'll turn off, and then it will also, it also pulls that back so that it can be reset for the next time. So here's a little demo. It's kind of complicated. It took me a lot of little troubleshooting and stuff, but hey, it works. See right there, requested, and then we're good. And then pretend that's a shulker box. That's not a shulker box, but close enough. Anyway, that's a little mock-up. It'll be a much longer water stream and stuff for this one, but in the actual world. But hey, it'll be good. All right, so this is the next little system. Once again, it's nighttime because I can't time my clips apparently. But it's pretty simple. You take some shulker boxes, and they have to be partially full actually, now that I think of it. Because otherwise they will not work. And actually let's just do 1 stack so it's less time. But you can take shulker boxes, you can do any number of them. And then when you throw them in here, they get knocked down into here. This will be sort of like our tower, supposedly. And they'll drop down here, go in here, and get unloaded. And then items will go this way, and shulker boxes will go that way. And the shulker boxes will be distributed among all different items. Remember how I said there'd be different stone and cobblestone and wood and all that? They'll be distributed among all those different ones evenly, and then these items will get sorted into the different ones as well. So that's another system I gotta work out. But in the meantime, let's do a little demo. So you throw these in here. Oh wait, I did not think of that. I need to get a dropper out of there. Hold on a minute. Alright, that should work now that it's an actual dropper. There we go. And they go through here, and the initial one starts at the first time, and then as it draws, you'll see that if there's any items in there, this will turn off. And then as soon as it empties, it will turn on again and fire the piston. So we'll sit here, let it drain out, and then we'll see this start to move. Right, there we go. And we got an empty shulker box and a stack of white stained glass, and the next one starts going. And then once all 3 of them have been processed, it'll just stop. And then when new ones get dropped in, this system will kick back in and kickstart it again. Now this thing cannot accept empty shulker boxes. I tried working that out for a long time, but it turned out to just be not worth the effort. Instead, I'm going to have a separate input for those, and then it also doesn't take individual items for the same reason. So I'm going to do an individual input for those as well. But it should all work out, and I'll be using this one the most. I don't really plan on having a lot of loose items. I'll try and throw them into shulker boxes. And yeah, it should work out pretty well, unless I do that. There, now it should work out pretty well. And yeah, that's the little system. Alright, now this is an untested version, so we'll see how well this works. But essentially, this is sort of the opposite of that. That's a shulker box unloader. This is a shulker box loader. So we'll see here, this is our last stack of white stained glass coming through right there. Let's actually speed that up a little bit. And then we have a shulker box that has all but 1 stack. That's just for me being able to show you guys without waiting for 10 minutes. And so pretend this is an empty shulker box, just sorted through here, comes through here, and then this is from an item sorter from the other side, right? So the items go this way, the empty shulker boxes go that way. So the empty shulker box comes through here, and let's say a cobblestone is coming through here, just cobblestone. And as it goes through here, it should... Why is that not going? Ah, that'll do it. It gets dispensed, and then glass will start filling in, and as soon as it gets filled in, this piston should break it and send it through here. And then it'll be ready for us to retrieve over here. That's the whole system. Once we link it up, these are the different components, and it should all work out. So we got 20 more little pieces of stained glass to go, and we'll see if it actually works. Here we go. And there we go. Exactly a stack, I think. Hopefully. Yep, exactly 1 stack. And the reason that happens is that this comparator right here, it's reading, wait, not that comparator, this comparator, it's reading through the block, it's reading this shulker box, and it's taking the signal strength from it. Now this repeater, geez, I can't talk. This comparator is reading this, which is completely full, signal strength of 15. In theory, you could put a power source right here, but that would have messed with this. So instead, I just did a hopper, and through that, it's supplying this with a redstone signal of 15. So this will only give an output when it's equal or greater to 15, and which is only when it's full. So as soon as it fills up, it powers this, which powers the piston, and the whole thing resets. And it's a good system. Now, I think we should honestly start building this, if we can, or at least getting resources or something. I just want to get working on this. Oh wait, that's right, we've done literally no work on the inside of this thing. Alright, change of plans. Alright, so, you know what my change of plans is? Bees. Lots of bees, honey, all that good stuff. I want to make a honey farm eventually in the area that some of you might have seen on stream underneath the big tower where all the farms are going to be. Wilson was there in one of my episodes. I took him on the tour and we went in there. So hopefully you've seen that. But either way, I want to build a honey farm there eventually. But you need bees for honey, and I have none. Well, almost none. I have these that I found. I found these throughout like the world, just in general, like as I've been doing things. I think like 2 of them came from in this area. Found one somewhere else. You know, I've been just collecting them as I see them. And this, like all of these together at very most, which they definitely won't have, will have, what is it, 6 times 3, 18 bees total, which is a decent amount, but we need more than that. We need to get ourselves a nice breeding operation going, and hopefully we can get a lot of good beehives out of it. But first, we got to clear some space, get an area going. We're actually out of space in there. It's kind of insane. But this will be temporary. I'll take it down eventually, and yeah, I'm just going to clear some space and get started. Alright, a few minutes later, I have officially built not a square, a rectangular prism. And the sun's going down again. What is it with nighttime? It's always nighttime right when I start recording. But anyway, here are all my little bee nests, and I don't know I don't know how many bees there are, so I guess we're finding out now. Well, not right now because of that. But, oh, some of them, yeah, we've already got some honey. Cool. But we're going to see what's going on. 3 of them already have honey, apparently. And, yeah, I have a little rose bush here, so I'm going to bone meal that and get myself some rose bushes to start breeding the bees, and I will get back to you guys. Alright, we've got our first spams, apparently, our inventory spams. We got our first couple of bees. It doesn't look like we have any more. I'm not sure if they're just not coming out or if this is all we got, but I think that might be it. Luckily, it's 2 though, so we can start breeding. I will get back to you in a few minutes when we've got a substantial number of bees. Yep, there's our first little baby. Oh, look at it. I'll give him a little bit of something. We got lots of bone meal. We can afford it. But yeah, so this is what we got. I'm gonna get some honeycomb just to satisfy my need to take the sweet golden honey out. But anyway, yeah, I'll get back to you guys, and we'll see how many bees we can get. That's concerning. One of our bees just died. I don't know how. And also, are they suffocating in here? That's not good. We gotta find some more bees. The baby is the only one that survived. Alright, yeah, I'll cover this up, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully nothing bad goes wrong. I might have to build something out of something else. I'm not sure. But that might be because of the transparency of the glass or something. I don't know. Either way, I'll figure it out. I'll stop rambling and I'll get back to you guys again. Alright. We got Barry the Bee. Barry B. Benson. I'm going to go look for actual bees now. See you guys. I know I've said that 10 times, but actually this time. Okay, so I discovered something. If you break a bee nest with like no silk touch, you can get the bee coming out, right? So I'm wondering, some of these aren't stacking very well, or they weren't. I wonder if there's bees inside there that just didn't come out for some reason, because I know bees are a little bit finicky sometimes. That's the ultimate question. Nope. Alright. This guy's our only guy, and he's angry at me. Alright, we'll keep him in there. Maybe name... Nah, we don't need to name tag him. But either way, we gotta go find some bees. I'll get back to you once again with some bees. Wow, I wonder what the chances are for this many pumpkins to spawn touching each other. I know it's, like, pumpkins are already really rare, but like, wow, that's a lot. Anyway, yeah, I have 2 bees in this here. This one here, I really didn't feel like going and getting... Oh, more. Okay, we'll get those guys. I didn't really feel like waiting for the rest of them to go in, but you know, it's all right. It is what it is. We'll have like at least 2 or maybe even more here. There's 4 bees here. Wow. All right, yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna stop talking now. See you. Well, now I know there's 3 bees in this nest. I just got the achievement, so we've got 5 bees on us right now. I think that's good enough to start our thing, and I should probably get home now before I die, because that would stink. This is pretty valuable loot. Alright, so it's been a while. Barry has been shot by skeletons. I know. Let's just have a moment of silence for Barry. Oh, but anyway, so I learned something about bees. When they sting you, they have about a minute before they actually die, just like in real life. Well, actually, I don't know what the time is in real life, but they die as if, sort of like with a stinger. Yeah, like that guy, he stung me. And, now he's gone. So it looks like we're back to square one, guys. Those 3 bees were ones from that beehive. This one, I don't know why no one was in there. I thought I saw 2 go in, but I'm not sure. But anyway, now I know. So if they get angry at me, I'm gonna run away and not let them sting me because they will die. This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be really quickly to get this up and running. And I just hope that there's more bees in here. Yes, there's a couple, and they don't get to sting me. All right, so now they'll calm down eventually and not die. Hopefully. That's the idea. Alright, anyway, yeah, I'll get back to it. This time, hopefully, with success. Alright, guys, we got an operation going here. We've got some honeycomb production here for nests over here. We got 42 of them already. I don't know how many we'll need because I haven't actually designed anything, but we have so many bees. It's kind of insane. There's more of them in here too. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna start trying to load them into the nests over there, so we can actually have them ready to go and ready to put into a farm. And I'm actually, fun fact, I'm streaming right now. So if you're on the stream, hello Theo. Yeah, you can see this in a video in a couple of days, and yeah, you'll see that. But right now I'm just trying this out, seeing if I can record a clip during a stream, and looks like I can, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna get started on moving them into their hives, and it should all be good. There's been an escape. Oh no, they already killed me once. I'm gonna try and get as many of these guys as I can, but in the meantime, while we didn't lose all of them, we've also got all of these guys. These all have 3 bees in them, and hopefully we can get more. We don't really need that many, but we'll get a couple more. And I'm just gonna get all these guys in here now. I had to like quickly place the door again, so the door's wrong. It's a crazy, crazy thing. Still got a couple of our renamed guys around. Berry 2 must be somewhere. Yep, there's Berry 2. And yeah, so they're all around. I'm gonna try and herd them all back in here, but I don't know. I just hope it works. Wish me luck. Alright, we got most of these guys back in. There's a bunch of them roaming around, especially over that way, but I really don't feel like going and rounding up every last one of them, so we can just keep breeding these guys and continuing the operation that we have with all these. And eventually I want to get at least 2, maybe 3 shulker boxes, maybe more. We don't really need that many overall. I mean, it's not like we need thousands and thousands of beehives. We only need 1 per module. I think we get 20 honeycomb per beehive per module per hour, I think. Yeah, something like that, and then some amount of honey bottles, I'm not sure. But either way, I want to leave this for now. It's been a lot of bees, and I think I want to work on something else for now. I know I've been jumping around a lot this episode, but it's my first episode back. I'm not really into the groove like I usually am. So let's get started on something else once again. Alright, remember this place? Yes, there's a lot of work to do inside. We got to get something done outside. That's not what we're going to get started on today. Today we're going to do some more redstone design stuff, just like I've been doing this whole time. That's the fun stuff, right? And I want to actually start getting these terminals actually kind of linked up, sort of, maybe a little bit. It'll be a little bit of a challenge, I think, but I think overall it could turn out to be super good, and we should just get started. I got some materials, got my redstone box stocked up, and I think I should just get started on it. Alright, it's been quite a while, doing a lot of redstone, and you can see our control panels actually have stuff going on underneath them. So, let's say we want to turn on farm 3, let's say that'll be the honey farm or something, I don't know. You turn it on, the indicator light turns on, and actually the farm down below will also turn on. So we'll go through here, and you can see this is line 3, you can see with that sign. And when you push the button, it goes back that way, and then through here, and this little one-tick monostable circuit will kick this block out. This block will then power, well, first this line, just for the light, that's pretty simple. And then it'll power the other line, going all the way along here, all the way until it powers this piston exactly, which pushes out this little wall, and it turns this, this blackstone wall, used to indicate which wall is going to activate, it'll change it. And that can be detected by an observer. So that's how this is going to send the signal down. I think I've showcased this before, but it's instantaneous. So we won't have any kind of delay going up and down, and it's only like 2 ticks like for this whole thing, maybe 3, I'm not totally sure. So it should be a really fast responding system, which is exactly what I want. There's no really slow, complicated thing. It's really nice. This is a real challenge to get built, to keep these redstone lines from interfering with each other, and also compressing them all down into a one wide area. And this looks like it'll just barely fit. There'll be this one wide gap right here. But either way, it'll work, and I need to build the other 4 sections at some point. But I can't right now. I actually want to build up these walls and then test that out and make sure that's all working. And then I'll actually be out of time. So that should be the last thing we do today, and I'll get started on that. Alright, I vastly underestimated how many walls I would need. This is all the walls that I had, about 2/3 of a shulker box, and we made it a quarter, maybe 1/3 of the way up. It's kind of ridiculous. it's kind of crazy. But I'm out of materials, like I just said, and I'm also out of time. So this is actually gonna have to do it for today. I know it's kind of a disjointed, like, not really that well organized episode. That's because everything was just kind of crazy with the PC and all that. So I apologize, but next episode should be better. Stay tuned next week. We will have Vanilla World with Wilson, and actually I got a new server set up and stuff like that. That'll be cool to talk about. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. It really does mean a lot to me, and if you haven't already, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing. That would mean a lot too. So in the meantime, that's all I've got time for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.